our spin on your tennis. Today, we're going to be reviewing the new Wilson Ultra 2020 108. So this is the 108 version of the Ultra, in which I'd like to call Hammer Time. Remember back in the day, everybody had a hammer. 2.7, 4.0, 5.1, 5.0, 5.2, 5.3, 5.8, 6.2 skunk, everybody. Remember those rackets? Hammer Time? Hammers? Well, this is the newest hammer. It is now called the Ultra 108. It is 9.5 ounces unstrung, has a tapered beam of 26 millimeters in the throat to about 4 o'clock, 27.5 millimeters, the beefy part of the racket, and then tapers at the top to 25.5. So tapered, just like my racket from before. I used to play with a Hyper Hammer 4.495 square inch head, which was wider here and then tapers off at the top, but definitely head heavier. So at 9.5 ounces and being 3 points head light before strings, so when you add the strings on, it's pretty much going to be even balance. Now, what does that mean? What does even balance mean? Well, it means you're going to have a lot of weight on the head, because a lot of the rackets up here are pretty head light. Fed rackets, 12 points head light. This Clash is 10 points head light unstrung. So that means this is pretty head heavy for being a racket like this. So usually on these type of rackets, they make them head heavier because at 9.5 ounces, you have to put the weight at the top, or else you're gonna get tennis elbow if it's too head light. So let's see what we get on the scale with the strings on now, and let's see what we get with the swing weight at the scale. Strung weight now on a 4 3/8, 108. $287 grams. I'm actually going to take the next popular one in the category and weigh it with it, which is the Clash 108. Same grip size, strung. So a little heavier in the Clash, 294.5. Now let's check the swing weight. Swing weight. $315 on the swing weight. So that's a good amount of mass coming through that one. Let's see what the Ultra says. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what the Clash 108 says. Whoa, 324. Let's try that again. $324. Wow. That's surprising to me a little bit here. I'm going to try the Ultra one more time. 315. Yeah. It is 315. So the swing weight on the Ultra is actually less than the Clash, which makes sense to me now, because with a tapered, wider beam on this one, we're going to have more power. So it's going to be more stable coming through. This is a constant beam, meaning it's consistent through here to here, and thinner. So this is gonna flex more. So it has to be a little head heavier to bring a little more power through. So when you compare these two rackets, they're on kind of opposite ends of their own spectrum. If you want a more flexible racket that you can control, this is your racket. If you want the opposite, power, stiffness, hammering the ball, this is your racket. So when I say it's a hammer, those of you who know what that means, when you hit the ball, it's kind of like hammering the ball. This racket's not going to flex very much. It's going to stay stiff. So the strings are going to move back and rocket the ball off. So for those of you who don't like the clash, you will like this because they're opposite and they're different rackets. Those of you who want a slightly bigger head, stiffer racket, maybe you play a lot of doubles, serve and volley, this would be a great option for you. When we struck the ball, just like the 100, it took off. So if that's what you're looking for, is a little stiffness. If you want to bring hammer time back from the late 80s into the 90s, like a skunk or any of those 2.7s, this is your racket to try. That's the new Wilson Ultra 108 2020. Give it a try. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.